Eriwoya o. Mega womi fani fani fa wo meme. Eriwoya o. Eriwoya. I greet you all once again, for this is my second episode talking about Ifa initiation. In my previous video, I was able to talk about what is Ifa and what is Orisa and the importance of Ifa initiation. So I'm going for the second episode today. Ifa teaches us that the reason for initiation into Ifism or Ifa are many. For example, often in a life experience, various hardship, various states that is happening to one when you are battling with life and you are unable to identify the cause of your problem. Ifa initiation is very important. That is why you need to be initiated. So during this time, as you are initiated, passing that process of Aboru, as I've said in my previous message, that will really make us to really understand your journey here on earth. Ifa will be able to tell us what you have choosing, the destiny you have chosen when you are coming to this very earth. Through the help of Ike and your Uri. Uri means your head. It means your head, your inner head, which is your Uri. So through this process, we are able to really know how to go. After passing through that process, the Odu Ifa that comes out, this is going to be your patron Odu. So through there, you will now understand the sacrifice which you need to do. That is the sacrifice. The prayers which you need to do. Then the taboos, those things you need to keep. Those things you need not to do. So we are able to tell you this through that Odu, we'll be able to now make sure of it. The type of name you are to bear, the type of profession you are to bear, the type of woman, if you are a man, the type of a woman you can marry, and if you are a woman, the type of a man you can as well marry. Through this Odu, which is your Potodu, after initiating into Ifa, you will be able to understand this, and this will be your rules. Those rules that will now guide you. Normally, for sacrifice to actually work well, for sacrifice to speak for you, you need to keep the taboos. There are times, people often the time, they will be saying that if they are mixed this sacrifice, they are made this type of ebo, they are made this type of orisa, but yet they are not getting an answer to it. The reason why they are not getting an answer to it, it is not only that sacrifice that is speaking for you. Those taboos, those things you ought not to do, these are what Oromila, these are the principles of Oromila. Those things he have asked you, don't do. These are the more importance of it. But these days, there are some people, because they have that money, after making that sacrifice, they believe they have spent money to make sacrifice. For that sacrifice must speak. No. In Ifisi, I say no. What you need to do is to keep the taboo. The taboos are very, very important. That is the area of initiation. Even there are some people today, you are unable because to initiate, maybe your distance, maybe you don't have the money for the now. There is no problem. There is also a hand of Ifa whereby you can as well divine to know about your future through Ifa without being initiated. This is another aspect of it, through divination. Actually, through divination, your name and your mother's name is very important. The reason why your mother name is important because there is nobody that has a bastard mother, but you can have a bastard father. So that name of your mother name is very important. But at a time when your mother name is not there, but you on your own, you are consulting Ifa, it is not also a problem, but all what we need is your consent. Your consent, Ifa knows you already. Through that process, we can be able to design for you. So the Odu that fail, at times, you can as well use Okpile. This is Okpile. Okpile can speak. Ike can speak. So when Ike speak, there are other things I really want you to understand here. When you divide through Ike, I'm going to talk about the authentication of Ike and Okpile. When you speak of Ike, when Ike, you are now, dicing on Ike, as you are chanting on it now, when one drops, you are expected to mark two. When two drops in your hand, you are expected to mark one. So when it is dropping, that is until you are able to get eight, you are not having a complete Odu, which is Ike. That is the first stage. Now, that of Okpile, Okpile is strike. But remember, whatever Ike speaks is final. Whatever Ike speaks is final. At times, when Okpile speak, you can still argue. You can still debate it. That is the process we are now using Igbo. Igbo, and we still talk about what is Igbo. That is, it's a lot as you start checking. Okay, right now, when you talk about that Odu, and Odu has fell on you and that Odu is now what we, as Babalawo, we now recite. There are times, there are proverbs. At times, we can give you stories. And in every Odu, there are 16 verses. In every Odu, there is Olodu. Olodu means the 16 Olodu, which are the mages. These are the senior. But the manual one are where they are now having, when Ogbe will not give birth to Oyeku, Ogbe will not give birth to Owori, Ogbe will not give birth to Eti, Ogbe will not give birth to, but these are manuals. Okay, right now, it doesn't really matter that when a manual Odu is speaking, and it's not having authority to wear the mages. No. In Ephesians, there is no junior when we are comparing to the powers. All what you need to do is on how you are able to follow, manage your pre-Odu. So every Odu has their process. Every Odu has their taboos. Every Odu has the nature of their sacrifice. If you are able to follow it, I tell you, your Oromila will always take care for you. You understand? So Oromila says, in an old, he said, if you take care of me, I will always take care of you. And there's a song to that area. Odu Eriwoya, 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 Mega Ifa Eriwoya. You see now, I will give to you so that you can give back to me. You understand? That is exactly what he's just talking about. So in this wise, we should try our best possible to ensure that Ifa is a spirit, Ifa is a science. Whatever thing you need in life, Ifa has it already. So when you are having difficulties, as I've said, here on earth, for you to know the contract you have carried when we come to heaven, from heaven to down to this earth, is to Robin that will be able to tell us the type of passage or the contract you have to fulfill your destiny. It is also common for many to come for initiation in order to require the spiritual assistance and reinforcement to fulfill our dreams, goals, and aspirations. Personal, professional, social, or otherwise reasons for initiation are unique to the individuals. This is because we are all our own individual's destiny and spiritual blueprints. However, the intended outcomes remain the same: to have a richer fulfillment and contentment on the socket of life through greater knowledge of self and the unseen world we live within. Determine this important step begins and ends always with divination to see if this is the right course for you to take. So, we're talking about Ifa, we are only talking about definition, like asking questions. You have to ask details. You understand? So, as well as to learn the needed pre-initiation step to smoothly prepare you for this journey. That is why Ifa divination is very, very important. You understand? Spirituality cannot be bought, as I've said. So for those who think that you can buy spirituality, spirituality cannot be bought. Even there are some, not just education. In my own case, as I said, I have spent 3 years on in practice. How do I got in contact with Oromila? I have seen Oromila. This is not spirit. We all sleep and dream. When you are a child, you are Eriwoya, you are a child of Oromila. Oromila will appear to you, must appear to you in dream. Like my subsequent time, all this what I'm doing in practice today, these were taught when I'm sleeping in a dream. In many aspects, until this very year, finally, when Oromila finally handed over the Ike to me and said, I have given it to you. This is the power I have given you to set the captive free. This is my word I'm giving to you. So if you are that person that is seen like Oba, you only see Oba in your dream. Oba talk to you in your dream. Always know that it's Oromila that is talking to you. That is Ifa that is appearing to you. So on my own, when that Ike was given to me, so I was going back to take it as I collected it on my way. I had an encounter with 2 other persons to challenge the authority with me. That was how I take the 2 Ike and swallow the Ike. As I swallowed the Ike, I had taken the authority. Then I had a word. Today, you are a freedom man. Today, you are a freedom man. Set the captive free. So my duty today as a title given to me in the spirit world, that is from Ifa, Oba Ogudolagun. Oba Ogudolagun. My patron Odu is Obara-Eka, Obara-Eka or Obara-Eka. Obara give birth to Eka. If you look, that is my patron Odu. Now, my name is Apostle Elder Festus Indobakaye Igbinosu. Then my phone number is 070-311-54906. The other number is 080-567-43599. So when you are contacting me, I'm here to answer whatever questions that bothers you. I will give an answer to it. I will advise you what to do, the way to go, and what is needed. But let me assure you, keeping taboos in Ifizi or Ifa is the greatest. So Ifa can cancel you, Don't do. Ifa know why. You understand? Even there are still colors of your nature of dressing. There are times it can as well, like Iretemeji, can tell you that avoid black because you see morning. On that process, go frequency of white so that Batala can always guide you. These are all colors. Eriwoya, Oba Atokpe, he said.